The man who was Sacramento's first television news cameraman has died.
His name was Harry Sweet. He was a longtime fixture here at KCRA, starting here when the station first went on the air back in 1955. As KCRA 3's Tom DuHain reports, Sweet is being remembered for an important contribution that most people may not be aware of.
1932.
Harry Sweet's life's work, capturing the events and people who made news across Northern California, was also his life's passion. But unlike other news photographers, he tenaciously saved the film that he and others shot.
You can't duplicate this footage anymore. Once it's recorded, it's here, and then if you throw it away, you have lost history.
He captured politicians, stars, the sights and sounds of life, including the devastating 1955 Marysville floods, the Disney Mouseketeers show, which brought some joy to a tragic winter. In 1960,
A man we can trust, the next President of the United States, Senator John F. Kennedy.
In 1964, in Placer County, the collapse of the Georgetown Bridge. The 1973 Roseville rail yard bomb disaster, which rocked the region. And the 1974 plane crash into Farrell's ice cream parlor, which killed 20 men, women, and children. One of his colleagues in the 1950s was a young Stan Atkinson.
Harry was quite a star because he had been Sacramento's original television news cameraman.
He covered soldiers leaving for the Vietnam War.
Well, somebody has to go. Just so I come back, that's all that matters.
And covered their return. He filmed the Berkeley riots and the arrival of the Beatles, priceless scenes of California history. By his retirement in 1987, he'd collected nearly 18 million feet of news film, over 9,000 hours worth.
I have something here very, very valuable so that people in the next generation following up behind us can actually sit back and see how we as individuals lived in our period of time.
His passion was inspiring.
He would say every day when he went out to do a news story, he was creating a memory for Sacramento.
Most of that film now resides in the archives of the Center for Sacramento History, donated by KCRA. Footage that Harry saved from being thrown away.
And he started taking the film home because there was no room to store it in the station anymore, and nobody cared. He started taking it home and putting it in his closets. And finally his wife said, "Harry, you can't do that anymore." Harry Sweet was the guy who had the foresight to see that it was going to be important.
Looking through it today, I found something quite surprising.
Look at that. Harry Sweet's first TV news film, taken at KCCT Channel 40.
What? Wow.
Dr. Jonas Salk visits an elementary school.
And this is it. 1953, medical pioneer Jonas Salk came to Sacramento to inoculate children with his new vaccine for polio. In 2012, Sweet received a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Valley Broadcast Legends Organization. For this proud Armenian American, a life well lived.
And Harry Sweet was also charged with helping to train and guide new reporters. On my first day, Harry was assigned to me to make sure that the report was solid, and it was. He worked for KCRA here for 32 years and left that wonderful archive that is today used by researchers, by historians, documentarians from all around the world.
It is just incredible what he caught on camera. I could watch those videos film, I should say, for hours.
It's almost hypnotic watching those.
Yeah, and he really took all that home, huh?
Yeah, he did. When he realized that some of it was in danger, began taking it home, and more. He filled closets, he filled his attic, he filled every space possible. Then he built a storage area in the back of his yard to keep even more.
And we're all better off because of it.
Oh, yes.
All right. Thank you so much for that tribute, Tom. Appreciate it. Well, we have much more on Harry Sweet's life and the images he captured on KCRA.com. It is fascinating. We have a slideshow looking back at the historical events that Sweet recorded throughout Northern California during the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s.